Hey ladies and gentlemen, so today I was riding through the tall trees region of West Elizabeth when I found a stranger mission of someone who witnessed a kidnapping. Right there, here I'm just checking out this corpse because I know that this area is very well known for the Skinner brothers. So seeing a corpse in the tall trees area, usually you might want to check it out because you might find a Skinner brother camp, but it was just an ambush for a bear. But I'll cut to you guys when I start heading to the actual camp. Okay, so I'm approaching the area that the stranger is located in. It's just over at the campfire. Right there I see a player. And the people that kidnapped this character are in fact the Skinner brothers. Now the Skinner brothers are basically the Murfree brood, but actually cooler because they have a presence in online. In online, they can only be seen during stranger missions when you're kidnapped, well, when somebody's been kidnapped by them. And in this case, this guy got really lucky because usually what happens is they'll chop his limbs off, they'll cut his scalp off, and then they'll cook him over a fire slowly. These guys are torturous. Now, as I, return this guy to Thieves Landing because he's a Del Lobo member. So, as I return him to Thieves Landing, I'm actually going to sum up the things that I summed up in the Murfree Brood summary, which is the size of them, what they do, and their campsites. Now, one thing that's actually different than the Skinner brothers in online is they have no campsites. They only have the campsite that I was just at, and that's the only campsite they have. Now, they're most relevant in the tall trees area, but you can find them around outside of the tall trees area where they will take their prisoners. Now, unlike the Murfree brood, these guys are a lot bigger in online and story mode. In story mode, they can only be seen a few times every once in a while, and they just ambush you. That's what they do. They ambush you out of nowhere in Roanoke Ridge. That's what they do. But in the Skinner area, not only do they ambush you if you set up a camp in that area in story mode, but you can also find some pretty bad stuff. And I think the Saint Denis number 16, you can find a story on an entire football or soccer team going missing, and then in the tall trees area in a giant pit, you can find the entire group there. These guys are crazy killers. And you can also, in the epilogue, you can, after you finish building Beecher's Hope's actual house, you will find the Skinner brothers, and they have kidnapped Uncle. And it doesn't go too well from there. They slowly cook him over a fire. It's not good. And it's kind of torturous because they're really bad people, and they're a giant group of people. And you can find them almost everywhere in the tall trees area. So now I am looking for any sign that they're actually there, and right here I do end up finding a abandoned camp, but there's nobody in the area. No one in the area. But there is a camp here. It's got the fire still lit, but no one in the area. And what I'm kind of thinking is this was Skinner's. Skinner's are known to harass people camping in the area, and usually they don't actually kill them at their camp like the Murfrees do. What they'll do is they'll kind of, attack them out of nowhere. And what will end up happening is they take you, and they will take them to one of their camps, and then that's where they will scalp them, cut their fingers off one by one, burn them alive, just terrible things, and then cut open their chest and pull their guts out. It's terrible. And then even after that, if you're still alive, they'll hang you. They are just terrible people. And they are, well, I would say, the scariest thing you can ever find in the game. So there's my summary of the Skinner brothers. They're similar to the Murfree Brood, but a lot more torturous. They have much more torturous techniques. It's gruesome. If you ever find the locations in the story mode, you can only find the locations in stranger missions online, but in the story mode, if you just ride around in tall trees, you will definitely find plenty of Skinners doing bad things. And that's just a simple summary of the Skinner brothers in less than 10 minutes. So, goodbye. I'll probably see you soon because I'm addicted to making videos now. Goodbye.